I muted us by accident. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. This is Yvonne B, and I am joined by the rest of the D&D Liberty Lost Freedom game crew. If y'all don't know them by now, I'm shocked, appalled, and kind of sad. But let me introduce them anyway. We have, in this direction, Matthew, aka Melodor219, playing Ziana. Did my fonts change? Sorry. Above him, we have Emily, also known as Ember, playing Sienna. Next to her, we have Howie, aka Blue Game Plus, playing Meru. To the right of him, we have Jamey, aka KrimzonKnight Gaming, playing Jason. And below him, there is Tim, aka Linking Yellow, playing Teldian. Yo.
Hello.
So, last time we were here, the party pretty much forced themselves back together. Sienna was like running away from people, going on a spirit journey. Everybody else was stressed about her. And
then they crashed my spirit journey.
Look, man, even Aang wasn't unhappy when people finally found him when he got off that lion turtle.
Listen. I was in the midst of a spiritual journey and, like, becoming part of something better than myself at that point, and y'all were just like, hey, yo.
Oh no, our friend wandered off into the supposedly extremely dangerous woods with unpredictable weird spirit things. Let's leave her to her own devices. You know, her unstable self right now.
They left the farm unprotected.
Also, while she's like blaming herself for something that like somebody else did, like.
And then y'all left the farm unprotected.
No,
like, honestly,
we left Deji there.
What is the worst thing that could happen to a farm? They've been around for a while.
Well, at least we didn't
had
start
people
this
set
fire.
our house on fire in the past.
We left Deji there. She should have been capable enough.
Sienna is capable by herself, and y'all know this.
The fact that we know this doesn't really change the fact that shit's a problem.
This is some tough bullshit. Anyhow.
I carry my own weight.
Now Jason's family farm is burning.
I just realized Howie's no longer Strgtscntst, and so I have to update the command.
Oh, okay, I see, yeah. Well, do that some other time.
No, it's too late. Anyhow. So, last we left off, Sienna went on a small spirit journey. Jason woke up from his recovery and was instantly...
I believe they call it a coma.
And
or
was...
coma? Something like that.
And instantly was worried about Sienna and went to find her. The rest of the party followed suit, even though Meru was already on his way, because he saw some corvids coming up in the forest in a particular spot that seemed like it might have been her, maybe.
And apparently I am extremely empathic with certain types of birds. I can tell what they mean flying at a distance. Not owls.
Apparently not owls, but...
Owls are barely birds.
Yeah!
barely
human. Sienna that in the game.
I would never, and I'm joking. I'm just saying that to get the reaction out of you.
Sienna that in the game.
Never, no. Meru would die.
Yes, Meru would! Don't mind me just throwing my phone on
go that far. Thank you.
Yeah, Meru would die, yes, actually. points to what happened to Jason in the last episode that we had with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think Meru can stand toe-to-toe with that? No.
Ain't nothing like threatening your friends' lives, you know?
That's how we roll.
I mean, how do your friends know you love them if you don't threaten them on a daily basis?
Threaten,
he says, looking into Yvonne's soul.
Yeah. I accept this read. Alright, so I suppose let's get to it.
Sure.
Watch
roll that intro,
baby.
I wish we had an intro. So the party has reunited and they endeavored to go back to the farm when it was spotted that it seemed to be on fire. You know, the thing that we love to see.
Just nature reclaiming nature.
Just after an incident with Lady L. Suspicious?
Coincidence? I think not!
This is fine.
This is so fine. This is completely fine. Oh god, the music just came in so loud. Why? And also, it's so extra. Can we not? There we go.
What music?
I mean, we can.
Okay.
What music?
You can't hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
If you
No
just
music
turn on
for
the
you.
stream music.
It was... It threw me off because I hit play on iTunes at the exact same time. And I was suddenly very worried that my heavily licensed music was playing through my Discord. Do it, you won't.
And I just swear to... Hello, we're back.
I'm sorry.
My computer hates me, or OBS hates me. I don't know.
Why not both?
It is what it is. We're going to make do as best we can. We were going to get started.
Who am I echoing through?
Well, not me.
It might have been the music.
No.
Because you turned on the music and everything crashed.
No. The music was already on.
Oh. Fair.
Anyhow.
I turned on my music and everything crashed, so that might have
So
been it.
this is all your
Just keep
fault.
my iTunes
Cool.
off. I'll be the pariah. I'm okay with that.
So, Sienna is flying at a full sprint towards the farm, which, from your point of view, looks like it's on fire.
Yep.
I don't remember if we said what everyone else was doing.
We were all heading in that direction as fast as we could. It's just not all of us can fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's plebs that have to walk.
I have to quickly grab something. I will be right back, but you can keep going.
All right.
I mean, Teldian doesn't have to walk. He can run.
Wow.
Wow.
Can he? I'm pretty sure he's used to... like, he's known for doing things particularly slowly.
So you run towards the farm. It's actually been... You're about... I think it was about, like, 3 miles in? Was it 1 mile or 3 miles? One of the two.
Doesn't matter.
It was an hour's trip.
If you want to know, watch the previous episode.
Yeah.
It was an hour's trip out by flight.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all are in a bit of a pinch.
I know Sienna, who is actually flying at full speed. And even then.
No, we're definitely echoing through somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Jamey.
Me? Testing? Oh, yeah, we are. I know why. It's because my microphone shifted from my actual microphone to my new headphones. Give me a second. Sorry.
Would that make you desync your audio and video as well?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big desync.
It is a huge desync, actually.
We're in a bit of a pinch.
Mhm.
And, yeah, this is great. This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Gonna pray to whatever deities can listen.
So, running. Full sprint.
Testing.
I'm guessing. Hello. I'm not hearing any
Good.
echo back, so I think
We're good.
Say something one more time.
Testing.
Still desynced.
It's not as bad.
Well, I can't fix that.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Let's not worry about it.
Yeah.
That's a Discord issue. Anyways, Yvonne, please continue
hmm
about how bad of a pinch we're in.
You're in a bit of a pinch. Honestly, this is all starting to feel hellishly unlucky, or worse.
I don't think luck has got anything to do with anything.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe
clearly
not.
planned.
Sienna's still salty that they left the farm alone.
We didn't leave it alone. We left Dudgy there to watch it.
Did
Yeah.
You, did you really just shout me out?
Yep.
Yeah, it's totally great for y'all, but someone should have stayed behind.
I mean, you don't expect a place to catch on fire.
They were just fine.
They were just-
Anyway, Sienna is flying at full speed. Everyone, I'm assuming, is running or flying back.
I'm keeping pace with Sienna. If I get there any faster than she does, I'm gonna be in trouble.
I mean, she kind of disappeared on you, and then you had to basically, like, find her. So, you're probably a little bit behind her.
Mhm.
I've got a
Not
faster
much.
flying speed than you, I think.
Yeah.
So
She got a head start, though.
yeah, I'm catching up within a few rounds.
So,
All right.
let's quicken this. Is anybody going to be heading the ground team?
I would be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming it would easily be Jason.
Yeah,
You know,
I
the
would
tank.
trust that Jason would know where he's going a lot more than we would.
That's
Tank
it.
that lives in the same area.
Yeah, I'm a lot more
Local
interested in the
knowledge.
local knowledge than the tankiness.
Like both are valid though.
All right.
Like that's why I'm keeping pace with Sienna right now. Like I don't have any tools to deal with a fire. And if there's arsonists, actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna try and fly there ahead of her.
Ahead of her.
I can get there ahead of her.
Okay.
Right? Worst case scenario, if there's like arsonists nearby, I can shoot them from the sky.
All right.
And try not to get shot by arrows, of course.
Jason, could you give me 2 rolls for survival? Sienna and Meru, give me 2 general rolls for luck.
It's a 9.
9.
9? I got 16 and a 20.
Jesus.
I got double 19s.
Nice.
Nice.
Double 19s. And Howie, what were yours?
It was 2 rolls.
Yes.
Sorry, a 9 and a 7. I hope this isn't being able to find the barn, because last I checked, there's a pillar of smoke.
Yeah, no, the barn's pretty easy to find.
Okay.
It's like you somehow are flying in the other direction. What?
I would hope I'm not that dumb. I'm a wizard, damn it.
Some like peace style navigation.
Zorro style navigation.
Oh yeah.
So,
North means up, so I went to the tallest tower.
God. Anyways, continuing.
So, Sienna, you're already off with the start, and you can kind of feel your adrenaline, your sudden shock pull you faster than anybody else that you've noticed. They're all really behind you. That includes you, Meru, unfortunately. But
Sienna's pulling out her greatsword when she gets close enough.
But roll perception for me.
Oh, what's
Who?
my frickin' perception?
Meru.
That is a 12 total.
12 total. But you look down and you can see some rustling in the trees and the branches. You're assuming that's your party. So at least you're not falling too far behind them.
Okay. Wait, I'm falling behind the people running?
No.
Okay.
You're keeping pace. You're falling behind Sienna.
Like that I can understand. If you're able to take a little bit better advantage of the tailwind, then hey.
You just went on a very refreshing journey spiritually, so...
Oh yeah, that just healed her spirit. Anyhow, Jason, you leading the party, even as it is nightfall, you are able to navigate around and over all of the stuff that might be hindrances, like fallen branches, any weird muddy areas.
Parkour.
Can you roll perception for me? And actually,
Perception.
everyone
I'm
else
good
with
at this.
him, meaning Ziana and Teldian, roll perception as well.
DM, that is yet another 19. 19.
Whew.
I've rolled 3 17s in a row. Natural 17s plus 2.
21.
21.
17.
Ooh.
17, 19, and 21. Teldian, as the group makes its way closer to the tree line and out of the forest, you start noticing a strange glow. It looks orangey and red, but it doesn't look like the fire that you heard was at the farm, because that doesn't quite look like fire. It doesn't crackle the same way. You can't really tell more than that. Jason,
Ma'am?
you seeing this same glow, you can tell it's not a standard natural thing that you would see here. This is something that is strange, maybe supernatural, maybe a weird happening of the forest. I mean, weird stuff happens here all the time, right? Ziana, you also see this strange glow that looks almost like fire, but somehow mystical. But as y'all run by and eventually past this area, you look just for a quick glance, and you see the silhouette of a hulking figure there. Just for a brief moment, before you have to focus on catching up with the rest of your party.
That sounds safe.
Which, catching up or the hulking figure?
I meant the hulking figure, but neither really sounds safe.
Trust no one.
So, the sun has truly gone past the horizon. The sky is truly nighttime now. And that fire is really, actually, indeed, for real fire. As you break out of the trees, you are... I forgot. You are somewhat relieved, but still quite alarmed to see the house is not on fire, but the barn is. At least you can see the glow of fire through the hay throwing window hatch thing. I can't even say words anymore. And you can see the smoke coming out. All around you see your family, Jason, doing everything in their power to get things okay. You can see your younger siblings, including Bree, running back and forth with buckets of water. And you can see your oldest sister, holding the little kids away, making sure they don't do anything too dangerous. You're not seeing your brother, though. Maybe they're in the barn? In fact, where's your mom and your dad?
Hashtag this is fine. Okay, so you said I see everybody except for one of my brothers and my parents.
Yeah. That brother is Jarrett, by the way.
Okay. Which sibling is eldest and closest?
Eldest and closest?
Yes. I'll split like the eldest sibling that is the closest.
Okay, give me a quick moment. Eldest
And
sibling.
Lon pulls up my family tree.
Of the eldest siblings, which one's closest?
Are we counting in-laws?
Yes.
Finn.
In other words, who would have been in charge? Who would have taken charge in this situation is essentially who I'm looking for. Or the closest to that person.
Ben.
Okay. Then I run up to Ben. I'm just gonna how would I want to phrase? How would Jason say this? I'm just gonna ask what's going on. Just what happened? Where's everyone? Where are they? Etc. What's the news?
So Ben tries to fill you in as quickly as possible. They heard a loud noise about 45 minutes ago or something. They went outside and they saw the glow coming from the barn, and they went inside. There seems to be a huge fire, but also it seems to be moving independently, like it has a mind of its own. The others went to go get water to extinguish the fire, but your dad and your mom insisted on trying to go in and quell the fire itself. And Jarrett is actually has taken all the animals out and ushered them away to the farther half of the farm.
Okay. So, just to make sure that Jamey absorbed that all properly, fire seems sentient. Family is largely okay. Nobody's actually in the fire.
Except for your mom and dad.
Well, yeah, but okay. Not like trapped inside.
Probably.
Oh. Probably are trapped or probably not trapped?
Probably not.
Okay. I'm gonna relay the bit that fire acting weird to the more magical members of the party that are nearby. The more learned folk, more y'all smarter than me. So, my in-law here says fire's being weird. Y'all smart, you figure it out.
All right. While he was doing
Sienna
this,
would have arrived when? Because she was flying.
Yeah, you would have probably arrived. How many
Before.
minutes earlier? Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick roll. Give me a second.
I'm like sitting here like, wait, I flew there.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that Jamey got the first interaction there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yvonne's tired, guys.
It's all good.
Today's been weird. Today's been very weird.
Today's been very weird. You get there about 17 minutes before him.
Oh, okay. So, seeing that the barn's on fire, would I see?
So
who
then none
all
of what
is
I just said
outside?
happened.
Could you say that again?
Would I see
Sorry.
who all is outside and
Yeah.
who is not?
Yes.
Sienna is going to fly straight into the barn to find the people trapped in there.
By the time that you would have gotten there, you would have seen the majority of the family running away from the barn. You don't see Jason's parents coming out, but you do see Jarrett kind of having a hard time getting all the animals to move because they're spooked.
Yeah, she
I
would
don't
have
think they'd be
flown
ready
like
to move.
she would have gotten like straight into the barn and like tried to like help move out the rest of the animals and also find where Jamie's parents are.
Give me a moment. I had too many tabs open.
Fair.
The constant state of existence. I have too many tabs open, both on the computer and in my brain.
I got 17 minutes before someone else arrived.
So you go in, you see Jarrett, who's currently struggling with the goats, who are generally just being very
Because we have
stubborn.
everything.
They're generally just being very stubborn, jumping around, maying very, very loudly. And some of the younger ones are actually running around in like circles, obviously scared, obviously wanting to leave, not knowing where to go.
Okay. I'm probably gonna need to roll an animal handling check for this, but Sienna's basically going to like capture their attention and like either kick them out the barn or like lure them out with food. Whichever roll I get that's higher is gonna determine what happened.
And there's fire all around me, but at least there's food in this direction. I'm gonna go there.
Sienna always
Sienna
has
just
food on her.
murders all of the animals.
No.
Picks up
Sienna
one
has
of the
food
baby
on
goats
her.
by the scruff of the neck and kicks it out through the wall.
Yeah, she's basically gonna like, it's either gonna be like, you know, push them in the right direction or lure them with food. Whichever one's gonna capture their attention more at this point.
So.
Ooh. That's the natural 20 for an animal handling check.
Ah, nice.
Begins again.
You turn on A skill you haven't used in a very long time. Your hurting owl stance.
I lived as a nomad.
You puff yourself up. You get really big, intimidating looking, and you go, "Rah!" And all the goats start just running in the direction of the exit as you chase them out.
Others.
Jarrett follows close behind the goats, saying thanks as he leaves. But as you...
I just like moving it. Anyways.
As you get the goats out and actually turn back to look at the fire, it does not look like a normal fire. In fact, it kind of looks like it has a face that is probably grinning. Fires don't have teeth, but you could swear.
While I'm there, can I, having gotten there just shortly behind her, can I do a fly around, see if I can spot anybody that might be, let's say, an instigator? Fires don't usually start themselves.
No, they don't.
I mean, this one might have, but you know.
It's just a sentient being that became an arson. Like...
A is for arson, B is for barson, C is for commit arson.
Oh my gosh.
And D is for don't come near me, I'm going to commit arson.
What the heck, man?
I'm so confused.
Yes, the arsonist alphabet. How could we forget?
I'm sorry, that's a meme. Of sorts.
Is it
Okay.
actually?
I've seen it more than once, so yes, it's at the very least it's a TikTok sound clip.
Lots of things are TikTok sound clips.
You are very correct.
Anywho, so you go flying around, searching to see if there's an instigator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going fast or slow?
Is it like a walk, a light jog,
I'm
a
flying
Zoomy.
overhead. Like
I'm gonna mosey on over.
I'm trying not to waste time, right?
Okay.
But I'm also trying to be perceptive, so I'm not going so fast as to cause disadvantage.
Okay. Roll perception.
Okay. Damn it! That's a 4.
Ooh. You see nothing
Natural
but
2.
thicket and trees.
The smoke's getting in my eyes, guys.
This is the problem with
No matter which way I go, the smoke is always blowing into my face.
Hey, the mosquitoes won't like you.
I don't think that's really the worry right now.
So
You always have to be worried about mosquitoes.
Let's say I'm going to stick around long enough to make a second roll whenever you feel it's justified. Like, things are just going really poorly for me up here.
Maybe fly down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I'm flying lower, I'll try and widen my search to sort of looking inside the window, seeing if I can see any people, let's say, screaming, help me, the barn's on fire.
As you do.
As you do. What, you don't do this?
of course not.
I've never done it, to be fair.
You're missing out.
So
verbatim. If they're saying help me, help me, help me, that then he doesn't want to hear about it. He just only wants to hear it if it's help me, the barn's on fire.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Absolutely nothing.
No
else.
help me, I'm trapped.
Mm-mm.
No help me, I'm dying.
Not at all.
If the bar's not on fire, I don't give a shit.
It's so dumb.
I agree.
I was gonna say a thing. Ah, yes.
But for the more specific search, maybe he can get like a bonus.
No. Anyhow.
Usually it goes the other way around.
I'm going to shoot my arrow at that one vein in his neck.
Oh no.
And so I get advantage for that, right? Because I'm being super specific?
Yeah, it's a specific target.
So anyway, Yvonne.
So anyway.
My family's about to lose their livelihood. Can we,
Yeah, I'm working on it. Nah, anyhow. So. Sienna.
Yes.
With the goats out of the way, you actually are able to assess the situation. There seems to be this fire creature, the same size as the barn, almost looking like it's, sorry, hold on, there, okay. About the same size as the barn, if not bigger, and just straining itself against the wood, which would be, even worse. But some distance in front of it, you see both of Jason's parents trying to fend it off. But what surprises you specifically is Jason's mom. Somehow, as when a child comes in, drops a bucket of water and runs away, she pulls the water out from the buckets, almost as if she was a water vendor, and splashes it at the direction of the fire. It's not doing much, but it's doing something.
It's pretty cool.
So they're trying to fight a fire thingy.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, they haven't noticed you're there because fire thing.
Yeah. Sienna kind of has her greatsword out at this point, like looking around, seeing, because she probably would have like examined the barn to see if anyone like got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there was an actual person. So she's gonna run up and kind of inquire like, what is this and how do we stop it?
I'm assuming you walk up to or run up to Ija, who looks
I'm
at you.
like by her at this point.
She looks at you, quite stunned, but she quickly responds, "It's an elemental, and I'm not sure." Before splashing it again.
Can I swing at it?
You can certainly try.
Okay, just gonna swing at it, with my greatsword.
Just give me a quick mo. Aha. So, roll to hit.
Now, if I can just keep up the energy of, like, nat 20s. Got a different die out for this one.
See if it continues.
It's a 19. I was one off.
Close.
19
Not
plus
bad.
5, so 24.
Well, it definitely hits.
Yay!
And you're hitting it with your what?
My great sword.
Uh-huh. So you hit it. But as soon as your greatsword makes contact, the heat from the creature goes all the way into the sword itself and starts burning your hands. You take 3.
I mean, I have a binding on the hilt of the sword,
Mm,
so it's not all metal.
no. Yet somehow you can still feel it go through the sword, burning you. You take 3 fire damage.
Okay. Alright, so water it is. Water and ice. I'm gonna go find the nearest source of water.
Cool. Going back
And,
to...
I'm wondering how big the water source is gonna be.
Going back to... Not Lulino. Meru. You're making that second round?
Yeah.
Oh, did I do any damage to that thing?
No.
Okay. So it's not a normal fire elemental. Got it.
Oh, wait. I misread this stat block. Roll damage for me?
Yeah, it has resistance, right?
Mm.
Resistance is not immunity.
Either that or Yvonne decided to turn up the heat.
But
It's a custom version.
I mean, fire elementals aren't particularly spicy.
13 total, so 6 damage because it'd be halved.
Mm-hmm. So let me just put in a +6 on my combat tracker. Meru.
Yep.
You're making that second round?
Yep.
Roll perception.
That's a 9.
You're really not getting anything.
I figured. Do I
I
at least
said
see
no.
Sienna swinging her axe at the fire?
Did you go inside the barn?
No, I was flying around the outside for the most part.
No.
Did I see Sienna go into the barn?
I think she went in before. I think you saw, yeah. You would have seen, like, right as you started your second lap, Sienna come out with her hurting bird form. The goats running away. And then her running back in.
Right. Genuine question.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, there is no strictly legal interpretation of this, so it's a purely up to you thing.
Lovely.
What do you think would happen if I cast Fog Cloud on the fire?
Fog cloud on the fire.
Like, it's water in the air, right?
Technically.
A
Yikes.
fog cloud is dispersed by a wind.
I'm imagining a lot of steam and a lot of hurt people.
Yeah, if gaseous water, I don't think is useful at putting out fire.
It's not in D&D.
Or probably in real life, I think.
I mean, do you
'Cause
want
that's
to
what
be the
fog is
Mythbusters and
gaseous
test
water.
that theory?
Like, I feel like the heat would burn off the the fog.
Yeah, I do think the heat will probably
Okay.
evaporate it.
It at least wouldn't do much.
I mean, if it were a real fire, I could imagine maybe it making the fuel of the fire damp and harder to spread.
Yeah, it would make it harder to spread, but it wouldn't make it go out or anything like that. It wouldn't do hefty damage. It would just almost contain it in a way.
Yeah.
That might be.
But you'd have to have a big enough section around it
Yeah.
to contain it. Otherwise, you'd just direct it a different direction.
I might even say that because it's magical, if it's magical fog, rather than just like control water type of fog, that it might maybe kind of like cancel out the resistance of some things, or like cause it to take a little bit of extra damage when it gets hit type of a thing. But that would be at most, and that would be entirely up to Yvonne. Basically, I'd say there's room to wiggle and play with it if you wanted to.
You could try and do like an ice attack on it, or things like that.
See, that's the thing, is I only have 4 attacks, and one of them's a cantrip. And the other ones are magic missile and an ice attack.
You could use ice. Ice would be effective against fire because it's basically frozen water.
It might be, yeah. I think
Coming from experience of facing a fire elemental before this campaign, it helps. Because it's not immune to water, and thus it's not immune to ice, and it's not resistant to either because they're polar opposites.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to... Like, Rhymes binding ice. This is supposed to actually, like... You know what? Let's just play the freaking game instead of...
Come to our discussion episode on Tuesdays for the...
I'll roll with whatever the hell the DM says. I'm gonna, like, after having failed repeatedly, I'm going to drop down near the entrance, run on inside, and try and help out as best as I can. Because I see the water buckets coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of things, you run in just after Ija answers you, Sienna, about saying it's an elemental, and also you hitting it and getting burned on your hand a little bit.
Do I see Meru?
I would say no, because you're...
Because I'm turning to find water at this point.
Then. Oh, you're turning to find water? Then yes.
Yeah. I'm coming in with a couple of water buckets grabbed from one of the kids on the way out.
Yeah.
On the way in.
So, y'all see each other.
Fire elemental, welcome back! I'm gonna go get some water.
Elemental! Okay,
She's running out, she's like, do a wizard thing! I'll be back!
Okay, can I discern where the hell the elemental is?
Like...
Is it like plain big face with teeth, or...
It is there. It is big. It is very visible.
Is it like if Calcifer took over House Moving Castle?
No, it actually has a vaguely humanoid form, not as amorphous as Calcifer. But
okay. All right.
Yeah.
But it's clearly there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, yes, I am going to go ahead and quickly cast Fog Cloud on the thing.
Okay.
First and because I also realize that might if it doesn't immediately burn off, maybe the one waterbender over here can do something with this.
Yeah, Eva could probably do something with it, and also it's technically, it would at least contain some of it to not spread outside the barn. We're getting creative here.
Getting creative.
Yeah, like ideally also it's just dampening a lot of the wood.
Yeah.
And since it's magical, I would hope it's like constantly refreshing itself, sort of thing. Such that if the wood dries out, it's going to get wet again, type of thing.
Yeah, pulling moisture out of the air, and
Yeah.
Right. Or this is more like putting moisture into the air.
I'm here. I'm just looking at the fog cloud spell.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. I will actually boost that to a second level spell to make it a 40-foot radius.
Okay. That's very
bigger
fair.
radius of condensed water.
The sphere spreads around corners. The area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed dispels it and disperses it. So it can be dispersed by wind. But it doesn't say otherwise. This is me throwing a pot shot out here. Feel free to say that my efforts are in vain.
Well, as you cast this huge sphere of fog, as with the elemental at the center, initially, a big blast of steam comes out from under it, almost like overtaking everything in the barn. But the steam starts to stop producing or at least slows down. And as you can look back up, you see this fog cloud kind of preventing the elemental from reaching out to the wood. There's still steam coming out, though.
Okay. So
we can work with this.
Yep.
All right. So, for the sake of myself, I would say this is when the ground team comes in.
Okay.
And you've asked your brother what's going on.
I find Ben and get the 411.
At this point, does Sienna find a water trough or something?
Yes.
Just a trough of water.
I mean, yes.
Animals got to drink.
We probably have several hundred of them on the property.
Hunts nearby or anything like that?
Due to the fact that we have a lot of animals, there's probably a lot of troughs of water.
The question is, how many water troughs full of water can I carry? Is it like 1 or 2?
With your size, I would say, and the size of usual troughs of water, I would say 1.
I will make a strength
without
check.
spilling.
Without spilling?
Without spilling. Yeah.
What is that? Dexterity, athletics? Can you carry it without?
I would.
Without spilling
I'm not the DM, but I would say just straight strength.
I would say
athletics or strength.
Strength.
I'm good with.
If I saw her trying to do that while I was coming in, I'd try to go help her.
Okay.
So I don't know if I would, but.
That's a nat 20 for my strength check.
Oh, freaking! You know what? You need new dice.
I'll grab
We've
my
tried
DM
this. It's
dice.
not the dice.
It's not
It's
the
not
dice.
the dice.
It's just
We've
her.
tried this. It's not the dice. It's
I'll grab
her.
my DM dice. Hold on.
She's the anti-Wheaton.
Hold on. Let me find some good DM dice here.
Wheaton's rolls suck so that hers can be awesome, and vice versa. They are the reason why this world does not sink into the event horizon of the growing black hole at the center of the planet.
What the hell? At the center of the planet?
This is a problem.
Yeah. I think we might have issues if there is a
black hole in the center of the planet.
I'll grab my DM dice and I'll set them here for future use.
Anyway, so Captain. Anyhow, so you you lift up this huge trough because, you know, you got the one that was actually for the horses grazing area. Huge trough. And you start walking it, though kind of slowly, back to the barn.
Well, I don't care about spilling a little bit, so I'm kind of like power walking back at this point.
But it's a lot. It's blocking your vision.
Yeah. If I lift it like above my head. I'm thinking this through.
Okay. So you lift it above your head.
Has it above her head, like as she's like power walking past them, she's like, water now, as she like runs past the group into the barn.
As a note, many cattle farmers use 500-gallon water troughs. As a note.
Is that modern farmers or not? Because
that would not be
modern. However, it's based off of the fact that, I mean, think about it. If you could build a 500-gallon water trough for your cattle, you fucking would. The smallest you can get in the modern day is 140 gallons. So, regardless, if they built a water trough or multiple water troughs for their fields so that their animals could stay hydrated in the middle of the day, these things would be absolutely massive so that they wouldn't have to fill them as often.
So, just for reference, because it's not modernized, you would not have modern water troughs like modern day. I would say you would have a bunch of water troughs, yes, but they would not weigh 500 pounds. Filled with water, they would come close. But this is something that we do not have to debate on because I rolled a nat 20 and stop, please.
It was more the amount of water.
Yeah.
It was more the amount of water that I was drawing attention to.
It's still a lot of water. Anyhow, and she's still lifting this.
Schematics we don't need to worry about.
Okay. Continuing
on.
on.
Since I'm not superhuman, she told us about the water even if I didn't see. I'm gonna grab a barrel and fill that up with water as much as, you know, I can carry at least. And bring that over.
So,
and I think I'm gonna run into the barn to look for my parents.
All right. So, Sienna's walking towards the barn. Jason, you catch a glimpse of her as you sprint into it. Taldian, roll perception for me as well, so you can find a barrel.
Okay. I always get things. 8.
Ooh. There are a bunch of buckets. There's so
really?
many buckets.
Is there anything larger than a bucket? Really? Nothing on a farm?
There are, but they're kind of damaged.
They were all in the barn.
Sounds about right.
I mean, it's probably a wheelbarrow or two, right?
Like storage. If this is evening, they would have been put into storage in the barn.
True.
Okay.
There are so many buckets, though.
I'll grab like 6 buckets and like grocery bag it.
All in one trip, boys!
Piling in the water.
All right, so
no one's gonna be dehydrated on my watch.
Oh no. So you grab 6. You run towards the nearest trough that Sienna didn't yeet off of the ground. Now I'm going to need you to do a strength check for me, because it's
always pass these.
Still a lot of water. Pardon me.
Oh yeah. This nothing could possibly go wrong.
You have a lot of water.
I made sure of it.
10.
Oh, well.
I got a -2, so that could have been.
It could have been worse.
That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Tries to pick up bucket of water, sprains his back.
So, you fill up these buckets and you try to lift them. Holy crap, your arms hurt. Oh my goodness, you can feel the metal of the pail, like the handle of the pail, digging into your skin.
I don't stop.
You don't stop.
I'll take the pain.
Oh dear. This is not good for you. All right.
Yeah, there's fire.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's not wrong.
But you're
Fire is bad for your health, didn't you know?
But you're struggling to take these back, and also it's kind of sloshing a little bit. But you're getting there slowly, but surely. Ziana, are you doing anything in the moment?
I'd probably just be trying to find, I'd probably check on the kids first, make sure that no one is hurt or anything, and then I would proceed to help with a bucket of water as much as I could.
Okay. So, as Jarrett comes back from rallying the animals to the far side of the farm, he runs inside the farmhouse where you see Jaden and Nellie inside. Jaden is yelling outside for Bree, but Bree's insisting on helping, and everyone else seems to be quite occupied. So the one little child that would be a problem is with her mom. Unless you want to scoop up Bree and bring her inside the house. And by the way, Bree is making her way back to the barn with a bucket of her own.
Oh, are we still on me?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I don't think I'd, get any children back to the house or anything. I would probably just make sure they're all far enough back and start carrying water.
All right. So I take it that you grab a bucket and also go to the... All right.
Yep.
For the moment, I'm sitting here staring at this thing, throwing my 2 buckets of water at it. Not really sure how much that's doing.
Well, at the very least, it is containing it a little bit, so...
Alright, and I'll also be casting Mage Armor on myself.
Right. Okay. How does that change your AC?
It boosts it by 3, I think.
Okay.
Or no, yeah. Basically, my new calculation is 13 plus my dexterity.
That is correct.
That is strictly. So as to avoid confusion with other mechanics. Anyways. So my AC should now be, I believe, 14.
Okay.
I'm just trying to stay away from the fire, aside from, the whole, let me throw some water at it. Is the elemental just kind of standing there in the fog cloud?
No, it's trying to struggle.
As a reminder,
you ran inside
I did say, not just that, but I did say after I talked to Ben, he mentioned the fire being weird, and I very specifically called attention to that to the smart ones in the group. So, at the very least, Ziana and Teldian would have heard me say that the fire was apparently being weird.
Would you consider Teldian one of the smart ones?
Do you have higher than a -1 intelligence?
Too high. Yes. Yes, I do.
So yes, I do.
Okay.
Ziana would probably respond, Jason, define weird?
By this point, I've run inside the barn, probably. So, fire's being weird! Into the barn! Yeet!
Not sure what define means, but...
I just look over at Teldian and any idea what he means as I'm like carrying a bucket of water?
At this point, like, Sienna probably would have caught up with most of y'all as you're like doing your thing. Just
Probably
like carrying
means
a
the
giant
water.
trough. Just like, make way!
She's so
it has
small,
a
it looks
face.
like the trough is walking itself.
But yes, Sienna, Teldian, and eventually Ziana get into the barn. Jason, you've already run in and seen your mother water bending these buckets of water into the elemental, and also with the big old
I have
cloud
other things to
around
worry
it.
about.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in and I set down a giant drop of water.
I think I start like using my shield to like splash water. No, what the hell is that thing?
Is this a point where we've all gathered together in one place?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. It could have been clearer, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, look, that thing's alive and we need to kill it.
How can fire be alive?
How can we kill fire?
It's an elemental, and that's what I'm worried about.
Meru just turns to Jason and he's like, magic!
Good luck, then. Yeah, I'll just go up and hit it with my magic fists.
It worked for her!
I have,
Pointing over to Sienna.
I have magic light. If that'll help.
I think we're pretty illuminated here.
Well, as y'all are yelling,
As if to emphasize my point, I go over and I punch that fire elemental.
oh
Okay.
god. Rolled in here. Hi Nella on Twitch, thank you for following.
Okay. All right. That is a +5. 24 to hit.
It hits.
Okay.
Please roll damage.
Ow. All right, because I have Tavern Brawler, my damage is 1d4 plus 3. That is max damage. That is 7 damage.
So, that's actually really surprising. So it ends up taking
Ow.
3 damage. And you also take 3 damage. Ow, you're freaking
Jason just gets into a fist fight with the elemental.
Throw a fucking haymaker, my arm comes out, it's just engulfed in flames.
Is there an initiative order in this?
I was just about to say roll initiative after that
Okay.
because... But
You pissed it off, Jason.
I didn't hit it first! Technically.
Alright, that's a 20 for me.
Oh god. Okay.
Dirty 20 for me.
30-20 for me.
Everybody hold... Why do all y'all have 20?
I rolled an 18 and initiative is +2.
Don't worry, Yvonne, I don't have a 20.
He's got a 21.
That's what I'm almost. Oh my fuck!
Actually, no, I'm wrong. I was looking at the wrong number. I have a 22.
I swear to God, I don't understand.
If it makes you feel any better,
19 plus 3.
Makes you feel any better, I have an 8.
Wow.
Oh man.
I'm just trying to find a good combat tracker. You know, the struggle is real.
You could write them down.
Why would I do something as low tech and scrub like as that?
Up
Here, I got
a Word
you. I got
document.
you. All right.
What are Word documents? I have
I can keep track of
rejected
it for you if you like.
Microsoft. Okay.
I think she's got it.
Jason,
Okay, she's got it.
22. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Sienna,
30,
Zayana,
20.
and Meru all have 20s?
Apparently.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna need all three of you to give me another roll.
I mean, you could go by dexterity modifier for the sake of simplicity.
Yeah, that's true.
My dex is a +2.
I've got a +1.
Okay.
+3.
Okay.
Oh, that actually works
Oh,
out then.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So Zayana,
Zayana.
and then
Sienna, then Meru.
yeah.
Diana, Meru, and Teldian.
8.
Was that what? A 1?
It's not that bad. 8.
And I need to do a quick roll for.
Everyone else?
Yep.
The big bad.
And Ija and Cyril.
Wait, who is Serial?
Cyril is my daddy.
Ah.
My pa.
Ooh, your mom is not having good luck. Where in the world am I?
To be fair, she's had a bit of a day.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
2.
Or yeah, it's y'all really just brought in the drama, didn't you?
I mean, you could also just say that we brought the fun.
No.
You didn't start the fire.
Oh gosh. Okay. So she also got an 8. I lost my pen.
I've also been busy
How did you
flinging
lose
water
your
into
pen?
this
It was
guy's
in your
face for
hand.
God knows how long, so she's probably tired.
Yeah. Let's roll for Cyril.
True. How many spell slots has she been using at this point for control water?
Cyril got a 4.
It's okay.
Hold on. I need to know. Okay. Her subtitles said Ciro got 24 for some reason. I was expecting Cyril, God of War.
I
Anyways,
mean, you don't
continue.
know. Maybe.
Cyril.
Don't know.
Okay.
Cyril, God of War.
That'd be pretty.
What
lit.
have you not been telling us, Jamie?
A great many things, as the Jedi say.
Jamie hasn't told you a lot. Jason, however.
And okay.
Doesn't
And
know a lot.
And I just got the elemental. So I'm counting your punch as the top of the round. Is there any other things that you want to do?
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right.
Bonus actions. Deanna, how far away from the fire elemental are you?
I'm probably right behind y'all at this point, if not like have moved next to you, because I dropped off the water trough.
Mm-hmm.
So probably like just behind Ija and Jason.
Tell me not to attempt to grapple the fire elemental.
Don't you dare grapple the freaking
do
fire
it.
elemental.
Yeah, I don't think you're in range for a weapon attack on the thing.
Not
So
yet.
I don't think my commander's strike would work.
Unless I am, apparently.
I don't know, DM. Is she within melee range of the fire elemental?
Right.
Commander
now, no.
Strike. It's a way to make your friends take 5 damage. Or 3 damage. 3 damage.
So right now, no.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, then in that case, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use. Shit, where'd it go? I had it right in front of me. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna use Rally. On my turn, I can use a bonus action to expend 1 superiority die to grant a friendly creature who can see or hear me temporary hit points equal to the superiority die roll plus 2. And I choose Sienna. Whew. That is total of 7 superiority die. Temporary hit points, Sienna.
Okay. 7. Got it.
Oh wait, no, clear. Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right, Ziana.
All right. Ziana, seeing that more physical attacks don't seem to be, doing much to this thing. She's like, she's going to try. You know what? Let's try Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers.
Yes. Make a Wisdom saving throw.
Try the fire crazy. What could possibly go wrong?
And if it fails, what happens?
If it fails, it takes 4d6 psychic damage, and it has to use its reaction to run away.
So no conditions are set on it?
The save.
Just the save?
Yeah.
Just save.
Okay.
It has to run away on its next turn, or is there like a time limit, or
it must immediately use its reaction to run.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it'll run up to its speed.
Yep. As
Okay.
far away from me as possible.
Its reaction?
Its reaction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's the save? What's the DC?
13.
13. Huh. So it did.
This would count as an unwilling movement, right? So I wouldn't be able to get an opportunity attack, right?
Right.
No, it's not
Wait.
forced movement. It is its own. It is moving under its own. will.
Oh,
Because
really?
it's
Right,
trying to
right.
get away.
Yep.
Like it doesn't
So
want
I would be able to.
it's doing it. It's not another force acting on it to move it.
Yeah, so we would all be able to technically try and do something, but
Well, it did fail.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
It did fail the wisdom save.
Ooh, let me roll damage then. 4d6. $19 points of psychic damage.
19 points. So, this big creature, still surrounded by the fog cloud, instantly, like, stops moving for a second. It looks like it's been taken by something. But as soon as it does that, it turns its, what you assume is the front of it, to the opposite way, away from you, and starts moving to the back wall of the barn, which is, for a creature as big as this, pretty much just what would be 3 inches for us. So it starts charging through the wall.
And out of my fog cloud.
And out of your fog cloud.
Fog and out of the fog.
Anything else?
As a bonus action, I will inspire. I'll inspire Jason.
Okay.
Okay. What you do?
I'm playing. So casting the spell, I'm kind of like playing on a flute that's piercing over the roar of the flames, and as it flees from the barn, I just look at Jason and give him a nod and just give him some encouragement, like, okay, he's out of the barn. Let's try to finish this thing off.
All right. And what does that give me again? D4, D6, D6. All right.
1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Fine. I'll probably. You said ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Ability check, attack roll, saving throw. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
And
that's what I was.
That will be my turn.
Sorry, I was just checking the speed of the creature. So, it is currently in the process of Kool-Aid Manning out the back of the barn.
Reverse Kool-Aid Manning.
Meru, you're up.
Is Meru up or am I up?
Oh wait, oh my god. Okay. Yeah, Sienna is up. I'm sorry.
I see how it is. No, I see how it is. It's fine.
Guys.
It's fine.
This is why I like using a tracker instead of writing it down.
No, I just, you don't love Sienna. It's okay. I get it.
No, she just wants this battle to last longer than a single round.
Okay, so, I mean, it has, like, resistance to most of my stuff. So, I'm just gonna take my javelin and yeet it at this person.
Roll the hit,
you know.
please.
I don't use it. I don't care for it.
Yeah. Roll the hit, please.
24 total.
Roll damage, please. Like, why do I even try? I should just assume.
Because we all get to laugh at her when she fails, eventually, in like 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years down the line. 9 damage.
All right. You didn't have it already, right?
Right, so it'd be 4.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
So there's just good old javelin sticking out of its back.
It kind of burns up pretty quickly, so.
Yeah.
At this point, it's taken about 37 damage between the attacks and the water dumping.
And, let's see. Is there anything else I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, I could have gotten opportunity of attack, but... Yeah, no, I'm just gonna prep by grabbing a bucket of water and starting to run after it. Getting ready to toss that bucket on it. Otherwise, yeah, Meru, your turn.
Okay. What the what? Okay, so Meru is like seeing this thing run away. It's simultaneously a, all right, shit. Because now it's gonna go out and burn up the countryside. Also, what's out that direction? I got a good scan of the area. We don't have like another barn or like that's where the cows are or maybe a grain silo that it's running towards or something would be really bad.
I'm just double checking the map of the house, but if I'm not mistaken,
there's just like land out there.
Yeah, it's going
Mostly.
out the back.
Though we probably would have stuff like that somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going out the
Okay, good,
back,
because
but it's
if
going
I
towards the pastures.
Okay, because if I scared it towards the house, I would have felt really bad.
If you were on the other
would have
side
been
of it,
fucking hilarious.
you would have.
All right. Yeah, Meru's gonna. It's outside of the house now, right?
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Mhm.
You mean the
in terms
barn?
of it will be by the end of its turn, or
Yeah.
okay. In that case, I'm going to, with my movement, try and make my way towards the outside,
Mm-hmm.
While still having it in my line of sight, and casting magic missile on it.
Magic missile.
Yep, just a first level spell because it's like I'm still having the fog help dampen down the wood, and it's still helping.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, magic missile.
That's an instant hit, yeah? Or
That's an automatic hit, yes, but I
Yeah.
just roll for damage.
okay.
And I'm only casting it at first level because I might still want to put Fog Cloud on this thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Fog Cloud's a first level spell. What am I doing?
What are
Wait.
you casted it up though?
Right, I upcasted it before.
Yeah, so you could do 40 feet instead of 20.
Right. Would it fit within a 20 by 20?
The creature?
It was big, right? Yeah.
It's gargantuan. I'm pretty sure it's gargantuan. Let me just double. Yes.
Gargantuan is a blanket term for anything bigger than, I think, 20 by 20.
So if it's a 20-foot radius, then
Yeah, it is.
It should fit. Yeah.
Okay. So right now we got a 40-foot radius fog cloud on the inside of the barn. That's 80 feet diameter circle.
Mm-hmm.
Does that basically have most of the inside of this thing fogged up?
Width-wise, not lengthwise.
Okay. I'll also say I need to remember this thing was inside the fog. Everybody should have been making disadvantage on their attack rolls again. Actually, no, it's neutral because unseen attacker, unseen target.
Yeah.
It's neutral.
Yeah.
We went over this a couple sessions ago as well, so it'd just be neutral.
Right. Yeah. The big thing is that it obstructs line of sight, which I need to deal with right now. So I'm getting outside. I heard it go through the wall. I'm flying outside and around as much as I can. Can I get all the way around?
What's your
Or let's say
speed
out
again?
a window. My speed is 50.
Yeah, with your flight, yeah.
I actually don't think you'd get there in time. Let me...
All right. In that case, I would probably use my action to dash to do that, and I reserve my attacks for the next turn.
Okay.
That all good?
Yeah.
All right. So let's say I'm, if it's 20 by 20, I'm going to try and be like 30 feet up in the air.
Okay. So will that be all for you?
Yes, that will be all of my ability to do things right now.
So you charge outside to outside one of the windows to loop around to the back of the barn. Everybody inside, you're seeing this huge elemental go towards the back wall, and you expect it to crash through, but it kind of seems to just funnel and then disappear.
The elemental disappears?
It looks like it's been sucked through the wall rather than bursting through it.
Okay. So it didn't actually crash through, and I didn't hear that happen. I just, saw the big fiery thing in the fog disappear?
You saw it freeze. You saw a turn from the bottom, and then you saw it go towards the back wall.
Towards the back wall.
Yeah.
Right.
But by the time you get out of the window, you can see the glow coming from this elemental, brightening everything around it. It is outside on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
And it has left a couple of scorch marks behind on the wood.
All right. So it's like phased through the wood, basically?
Sorta.
Okay.
It seems like it went through a crack or a gap between boards.
Okay. Okay, so I guess it can probably do that water thing where it, like, slips through tiny cracks.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Oh, okay.
Who's up next?
Teldian.
I did say it's as much as I could do.
That's true.
When's the creature's turn?
That's actually what I was describing, because it got out at the end of its turn. And so after that, it's not going to run anymore. Teldian, it's your turn.
Got it.
Okay. So if I wanted to pursue it outside, would that be something I could reasonably do?
Yes, but you'd have to exit and then run around unless you want to, like, kick in the wall or fly out a window.
Would exiting and running around be something I could do this turn?
Yes, though you wouldn't get there by the start of your next turn.
Is there a window that I could go through then? That's closer?
Like, to jump out with your legs? No.
He does have Step of the Wind.
Hmm.
That triples your jump height, I think.
Is that height or distance?
Both.
Okay.
Looking at the thingy,
Oh,
is that under your spell list? No. Where is it under?
It's under features.
Features and traits.
Features and traits.
I'm pretty sure your
Under
jump height.
key.
I think your jump height is what, like, half your strength score, typically. Okay, doubled, not tripled.
Mm. Ow.
Okay. Would I be able to jump through a window then if I use Step of the Wind?
I'm actually trying to find your jump height.
Quickly Googling that. Jump height, you can jump a number of feet into the air equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Strength
you
modifier is
cannot.
-2.
Yeah, you can't. I'm very
Okay.
sorry.
Okay,
Alright.
so...
If I use Step of the Wind, could I go around then in that amount of time?
That allows you to take a dash on as your action, bonus action.
Is that bonus action?
Disengage or dash
Yeah.
as a bonus action, yeah.
So if you run and then dash, yeah, I think you should be able to make it by the start of your next turn.
Start of my next turn. So I wouldn't have enough time to do anything this turn.
Mm-mm. It's a
Okay,
big
then I might
barn.
as well just do a regular dash then.
Okay.
Double dashing would give, like, you could, with the Step of the Wind, you could double dash.
Yeah. And his movement is 40 feet. Wait.
Okay, that would make it
80.
100.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You'd basically be...
if you-
You'd basically would be going the length of the barn and a half in order to get to the back.
Okay.
And the length of the barn is, that was loud. If my calculations are correct, it's about 160 feet long. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll I'll double dash to get over there.
Okay. Sorry. Ooh. Sorry. Okay. Double dashing. Yeah. Okay. So
If he runs back through that wall.
If he runs back through that wall. I don't think he'll have the time to.
I mean, like, he reasonably could. By the way, he didn't need to keep running away on his turn.
Really? I thought it was until the end of his turn. Whoops.
No, it's his reaction.
It was just the reaction.
Womp womp.
He has to immediately move his full movement as far away from me as possible.
Well, I'm not taking it back.
Okay.
He still moved, gosh darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Did he take any actions?
Running away?
Running away.
Okay. Good for me, I guess.
Abort mission, abort mission!
Alright. So, that's the end of your turn, Tellian?
Yeah.
So
Can I have brought a bucket of water with me, or?
I'll say yes, just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Alright. Ija sees this all happening. Sees the elemental get, why did my brain say spaghetti slurped through the cracks in the wall?
That is the appropriate terminology.
Is it?
It is now!
It is now.
And as it passes through, she like momentarily collapses. You could tell she's out of breath. And she's like, wait. It's still here. It's still here. And so she gets up, yells at Cyril to go back inside the house and check on Jaden. And she sprints after the everyone else to get to the back. And Cyril, also goes to the house to check on Jaden and Nellie. And then we're back at the top of the round. Jason.
Okay. Seeing the so is the barn still on fire? Like, did it leave a trail of fire behind it, or did all the fire go with the elemental?
From the surroundings, it's mostly scorched wood, though the path that the elemental took has like glowing cinders and everything. It didn't seem to be enough to catch it on active fire, probably because of how damp things were.
Okay. So the barn is not currently in any danger at this moment.
Mostly. At least not the inside of the barn.
It's mostly fine.
It's mostly fine.
Okay. Then I'm going to give chase. I'm gonna run 30 feet after in the general direction. So knowing the direction knowing the layout of the barn and and things like that, and the property, I would know the fastest route to get to where to the direction that it went. I would like to do so with my 30-foot walking speed.
30-foot walking speed?
Yeah, I probably can't get there this turn even if I dash. I mean, I will dash if I need to, but I probably can't get to the thing.
It's probably a good idea for some people to stay on this side too in case it does go back through.
Well, if we stop it outside, then it doesn't need to come back in.
I'm doing a luck roll right now. Yeah. Alright. So, you, growing up in this barn, basically, know of a couple of...
Probably spent as much time in this barn as I did in the house.
You know a couple of secret exits that you used to use for hide and seek when you were a kid. And sometimes you still find Bree in them. And so you go to the back where the sheep usually are and get to an opening in the wall where they get fed through when they don't want to go out. and you crawl on through there.
Okay.
By the time you get out, you'll be pretty much at the start of your next turn, and you'll just be a couple of feet away from the back of the barn.
Real quick, though, you said that, just to rewind a tad bit, I might change my actual action if that's okay. So I just realized, you said that one wall where it passed through was kind of like cinders. Yeah?
Yeah, like there are scorch marks and stuff.
But it was lightly lit on fire and probably meant that the wood is fragile there.
Yes.
So, knowing the construction of this barn, is this wall a load-bearing wall?
You trying to break the building down?
Not if it's not necessarily, but is this a load-bearing wall? I would know the construction of the barn.
The thing is, it is the back wall. You know, like it's a straight up slope, but it is pretty wide, so it probably wouldn't like collapse.
The barn would not collapse if I Kool-Aid manned through this wall. Okay. All right,
God damn
that's
it,
what I would like to.
Kool-Aid man, and I'm gonna Kool-Aid man.
I would like to attempt to yeet myself through this wall, shield first.
Shield first, so you'll be using strength then.
Yes.
All right. Give me strength roll.
Would it be strength or would it be athletics? Your call.
Let me actually just double check. Let's go athletics.
I'm gonna need my grog dice for this. Let's go athletics. All right. I'm using my grog die. Good old grog. Okay. It is not a natural 20, which would have made this so much cooler. It is, however, a 23. 18 plus 5.
Wow. So, you take your shield, you butt your shoulder against it, and you go
I Captain America, like, yeet into a ball, crunch myself into a ball, and cannonball through the wall. Shield first.
The first hit breaks most of the way through. You can kind of see, like, it start to bloom open, but the second hit, you just break the wall and you tumble through to the other side.
Do I take any damage from that?
Actually, let me... Also, you broke the family barn.
Yeah, that is...
Honestly, probably not the first time I've broken the barn.
We were trying to prevent it from breaking, Jason.
It's still got its bones. It's fine. I've probably broken the barn before, honestly. It's easy to replace.
Wood is expensive.
Honestly, we were probably... we have a whole ass forest behind our house. Go get our own wood. Who needs to buy wood?
Yeah,
but,
to steal
honestly,
more from
we were probably going to need to replace those. We honestly were probably going to need to replace those, the wall anyway. It was kind of on fire a little bit.
You take 2 damage, by the way.
Okay.
Just go and steal more wood from the spirits of the forest. They won't mind at all.
We ask permission.
Careful of the Fae who ask for a trade.
Yvonne's like, this is news to me.
All right, so did that take my action to do in addition to my movement?
Yes.
Okay. But there is now a hole through the barn so that everybody else can follow through if they wish.
Well,
out of curiosity, Sienna, I would probably know this or not. Actually, it's up to you whether or not I would know this. Would I know if Sienna had another javelin after the one she already threw?
No.
I would not know? Okay.
You wouldn't.
Then never mind.
Anything else you can do?
Nah. Not that I'm willing to use at this point.
All right. So, your turn is up. Ziana, you are next. Pardon me. I just noticed the time.
Do we need to run for a break?
Yes, but also I literally just got to Ziana.
It's okay.
All right. Well,
Maybe we take a break after combat?
No.
No.
Because
No breaks.
God knows how long that would be. Like, probably then we'd just not have a break. Anyhow.
Go through Ziana's turn, then we'll take a break.
Yeah. So, Ziana, you're up.
All right. Is that hole that Jason made? I imagine Ziana's able to get through there easy enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I go through the hole. How far away is the this giant elemental now?
You're within 10 feet of it.
Okay. So
Or within 10 feet from the outside of the barn.
Okay.
Rather.
I am going to cast I'm gonna drop some fairy fire on top of this fire elemental.
Fairy fire?
Yep. That's a dexterity saving throw.
Give me a mo.
Yep.
Hey, Matt, I think you're sinking into your chair there. Are you alive?
I'm alive.
Huh. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
If I recall correctly, the main benefit to that would be that we
Visibility.
would get advantage on our attack approach.
Yeah, we would get visibility.
Visibility, well, yeah, keeps it from going invisible.
Everyone
Gives
gets
us advantage on the
when they
attack rolls, right?
Can we speak one at a time? What?
Advantage, right? That's what it gives us everybody advantage on it if it fails.
If the attacker
that's
can
me.
see it, which you will be able to. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Dexterity. My rolls are shit today. I hope y'all are happy.
We are. I'm sucking all of your luck for my rolls, Yvonne.
You know, I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't think any of us would doubt it at this point.
Taking all those good dice rolls from you, giving it to me.
So, what color is this shining outline?
It is like a dark purplish white and mixed with white. And
A
it's just
dark purplish white.
like it's dark purple and white light mixed together.
Okay.
Hmm.
And it's just illuminating the already illuminated fire elemental, and now everyone that makes attack roll has advantage.
Mm.
The fairies guide our blades. Or something.
Or something.
Or something.
Anything?
We take these.
Anything else?
I will bonus action.
Does Does the inspiration last until I use it, or
Yeah.
It lasts
does it
10 minutes.
Oh, really?
10 minutes? Okay.
Or until you use it, right? It's the
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
So I will cast a bardic inspiration this time on Sienna,
Ooh.
and I'll just like playing the flute again and just channel your rage that's turn back this elemental and save the day.
I'm not raging.
Well, either or. Now you will be hitting even harder.
All right. So, yeah. That's your everything then?
That is my everything.
Okay. So, for the sake of our bones, we'll be taking a 15-minute break. I will have the timer going, so you know, we're not just gonna straight up forget about y'all. Thanks, freaking. I can't.
Well, at least he's been watching your stream enough to get those 10,000 points.
I guess, but like. Oh wait, that wasn't in there. So 15 minutes, and we will see you then. I don't know what time we'd actually come back. I can't math right now.
How long is it?
Would it be 10:10?
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically.
10:10 wins. All right, we'll be back.
Oh,
10 by 10.
Hello everybody, and we are back. I am so sorry for the thing going down in the middle of the break, but at least it was during the break, and let's hope that it doesn't happen again. Ah!
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, if it does go wrong again, we'll have to bash somebody over the head.
Hopefully
Like a fire elemental.
Like a fire elemental, yes.
That being said,
Clearly the fault here.
We'll just stick Sienna on him. It'll be okay.
Sienna, you
I have
are
a plan.
Oh?
I have a plan.
That sounds quite unsure of yourself.
So there's this wonderful thing called two-weapon fighting.
Okay.
And so essentially after Jason creates a nice hole in the wall, Sienna's going to, as she walked forward, like, lodge her greatsword in the ground, go out with the water in the bucket, splash the elemental with the water as, you know, a weapon, and then yeet the bucket at it as a weapon, because it's an improvised weapon.
I'm gonna need to hear all that again just to make sure that I'm not losing my mind. Could you,
Yeah, so she's basically, like, dropping her greatsword as she runs out, because, like hell, it's gonna fit through whatever size this hole is with her and the bucket and everything. She has the bucket, she's gonna use the water as an attack, because water on fire. And then she's just going to smack it with the bucket. Because two-weapon fighting allows me to make two attacks. If it's a simple weapon. And this is improvised.
Do improvised weapons count as simple weapons?
Improvised weapons can only be simple weapons.
Yeah,
the
they
two-weapon
can only
fighting
be-
applies to light weapons.
I mean, I can drop everything and pull out my hand axes if this needs to happen, but...
That's the thing, is like this, would the hammer constitute, like, how would you use it, right? Would that technically be like a throwing hammer?
A throwing hammer.
Yeah, it does specify light melee weapon.
Okay, so I drop everything and I run out with my hand axes. Because...
If either weapon has the thrown property. Sorry, I hadn't read far enough.
Yes. So when you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to damage of the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative, which I don't have any. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it.
So, sorry, that was just very unexpected. So you run through the hole, dropping your greatsword with the bucket?
I guess I'm dropping all of it since we're restricting this only to melee weapons and pulling out both my hand axes and making 2 attacks with those.
Oh, hand axes?
Taking the fun out of it because, you know, I was trying to cause chaos and
I mean, I
rules.
was going to be like, hey, freaking do it, but
like
Yeah.
This is a little outside the rules, but it's cool as heck, so...
Yeah. So it's either I can use the bucket as an improvised weapon and make 2 attacks, or I can use my hand axes. It's up to you.
Honestly, why not grab 2 buckets of water?
And just eat them both.
Yep.
Sure, why not? Let's do that. She grabs 2 buckets, runs out there, and eats both of them at the fire elemental.
Sure, this is totally a thing. All right.
And would it be a free action for her to pick up yet another bucket of water?
I mean, if it's right there as I'm running out.
Yeah,
I think the free action was her grabbing the buckets to begin with, or, sheathing her sword, or whatever.
She dropped the
Basically,
sword.
as I'm walking out, I'm dropping the sword.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and either way, I'm gonna either make it 2 attacks, because it's either I eat both buckets, or I toss water, then eat the bucket.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I was more meaning, like, reload for the next...
Reload.
Why not just throw the full bucket? You'll get both the bludgeoning and the water.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
In that case, are you feeding it as well as hurting it? Or...
I mean, the metal, it might get hot, but it's not fueling the fire in any way.
Are we talking water like wooden pails or metal pails?
I was assuming metal because that's what Yvonne said earlier.
Yeah.
She said metal?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's metal.
Okay.
I missed that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have y'all come out here with freaking... Anyhow,
I made them separate so that way we could say attack 1 and attack 2.
Yeah.
So...
Don't forget you have,
You have advantage on
Bardic
both of
Inspiration.
those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Bardic Inspiration.
Yep.
So, rolling to hit?
Yep. Is there, like, do you want me to apply any specific stat to this?
I mean, I would just say make a weapon attack.
Yeah, like, I'm double checking your
I mean, it's
stuff.
a +5 to hit regardless, but, what type of damage are we doing?
I mean...
I would say it would not... Like, improvised weapons are something you are not proficient with unless you have Tavern Brawler.
Right.
So just be plus strength.
Okay, cool. Because an unarmed strike is just like 4 bludgeoning damage. if I'm tossing the bucket at it,
Yeah.
just assume that's what it was gonna be for every hit.
Yeah. So
The water would be the only thing that wouldn't get halved.
yeah. Just give me a moment because I still have to calculate this. Did you roll
First
the hit already?
swing.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Of course.
What else would it have been?
Sorry about that. We're back. Don't know why OBS hates me, but we're back. We're here. And you were rolling to hit.
Second roll. First roll was nat 20. Second roll is 19 plus whatever my thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it'll hit.
Yeah. So
At this point, I'm just assuming.
so you you run through this hole, grabbing the two buckets, and then you just eat one after the other. I'm going to, I guess, need 2 rolls for the improvised weapons.
Okay, what do you want the roll to be?
What would that even be? Because it's not like...
I would think 1d4 bludgeoning.
Yeah. So...
Plus whatever goes on with the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how you want to calculate water because they're vulnerable to it.
I have it.
Okay, you've got that. So I'll just make the roll for those. I've got a 3 and a 4.
A 3 and a 4. So a 1 and a 2. Plus the...
Wait, they're not magic buckets?
No, they're not magic buckets.
Which sucks. I wish they were. Make my job easier.
Actually, on that note, what if I started whacking this thing with my book?
But
technically a magic weapon.
Yeah, so
Yeah, your book would burn.
Probably.
3 damage plus the 5 from the water. So now it is up to 45. It's been hurt 45 points. That came out totally normal. Yes.
Whatever works.
That's everything for your turn, right?
Yeah, that's basically it.
All right, Mario.
All right, I can see it now, right?
Yes.
Like I dashed to get around the corner, basically, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Having flown out the window. All right, so I'm going to do... Actually, you know what? I wanted to look into this and I didn't, so I want to see if there it is. Rhymes Binding Ice. My ice attack. That's a cold attack. 30-foot cone. Alright, sure. How far away from the barn is it right now? Is it like right up against the wall, or?
It's like 20 feet away from the barn wall.
Good. Let's keep it there. I will fly up directly over it.
Mm-hmm.
And cast a cone for Rhymes Binding Ice directly downwards. That would basically, in effect, be a 30-foot radius effect around it.
Huh. Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, 30-foot diameter.
Oh, diameter.
Diameter.
Huh. About 10 feet of this guy will be left outside, just so you know.
Okay.
Wait,
I think
did I
20
get
by
that
20.
wrong? 20
Yeah,
by
I think
20.
So. If it's 20 by 20, it should be fully.
Okay. Math. What was I gonna do?
Can a
Right.
4-inch cube fit inside a 6-inch circle? It is.
I think it should be okay. Let me just.
Realistically speaking, it'll only affect the target once. It doesn't say for every exposed cubic foot or whatever.
Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna just say that it engulfs it.
Cool. So for cool factor, cone of ice directly down, basically Christmas treeing the fuck out of this guy.
Christmas treeing.
Oh ho ho!
Part of me hates this.
Wrong season. We got the next one's Halloween, so.
So.
Yeah.
Let me...
Not quite cone of cold, but something similar.
Not cone.
That would be a 3d8 damage.
Oh, okay.
Cold damage, specifically.
Yep, hit me. Well, don't,
I'm hoping this goes good, because 3d8s can end up with, 4 damage, so... Out of the 2 dice I've rolled so far, I have 4. Plus 5. 9 damage total.
9.
Cold.
9 damage, cold.
No weakness?
Let me just
No
double check.
immunity?
Not immunity. No
Okay.
immunity. I'm just double checking to see if it actually says weak on this thing. I have too many things open.
It does not.
Matt,
I
are you
don't-
looking at
I
a
don't-
fire elemental
Hmm?
stat block?
A typical fire elemental,
I
which
just
I
don't-
don't know if this is homebrew or not. Normally they take
This is not
Like-
vulnerable to it.
yeah, it's not vulnerable normally unless it's specifically
Oh,
Unless it's
something.
a thing that the DM
Yeah.
decides they want to do.
I have made a mistake.
Oh?
He makes a saving throw first.
Oh, gee. Okay. Saving throw for what?
DC 13 Constitution.
Constitution. My rolls are shit today.
Yes!
He fails.
Okay. In addition to this, and I don't know how you want to play this out, right? But the idea is that it is now encased, or at least its base should be encased in ice, restricting its movement. It does not use the term restrained or any such thing. It just says that its movement is hampered, and it's reduced to 0. And its speed is reduced to 0 if hampered in this way.
For how long?
Until it uses an action to break away break away the ice.
All right.
Cool.
How much damage was that?
That was a total of 9 damage.
9. Okay.
And that's both my 2nd level spell slots, by the way, guys.
Oh, fun.
Well, it was useful.
Yep, yes it was.
It was.
Hopefully. It's not hopefully going to be reapproaching the barn, although it could just break the ice and then walk back into the barn.
Well.
End of turn.
End of turn.
I am 30 feet in the air over it.
All right. I'm going to just check up to see what I'm doing is correct. Yes. So, the elemental does not look happy. The motorcycle of truth says so. The elemental is not happy, and upon being restrained and not having to run away anymore, it's very unhappy. This elemental sees Teldian is still like just getting there. Jason is already in front of him. Sienna's already in front of him. Ziana,
Yep.
You've already cast several things on him, so you're there too. All right. This will be fun. Jason, since you're there and you are the biggest one, he aims to attack you.
Okay.
With a big ol' swing.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a moment. So, he makes a big swipe attack at you. And you instantly catch on fire, as well as taking 12 fire damage.
Okay.
Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I was
have
at
20
mostly
health.
full health.
I am the wizard, but I do have 20 health. I can...
I believe I have more. I believe I'm the one who has the most HP out of the group.
It's probably for the best.
And the second swing it takes is actually not at another person, but it leans over to swing at the barn.
No.
Which of course hits. And the barn...
Talk about can't hit the broadside of a barn.
It's not the broadside, but...
Wait, am I within 5 feet? Hold on. Let me read this to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Am I within 5 feet of the barn?
5 feet of the barn? I'm so scared as to where this is going, but
Does it work for not player characters or not characters?
let's heckin' go, I guess. Yes.
Okay. All right. Protection fighting style. While wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want me to actually try and figure out if he can hit the broadside of a barn at it's not the broadside of the barn. At disadvantage.
Honestly, this is the most Jason thing Jason would do.
All right, let's heckin' go, I guess. He still hits it. It was a much worse roll, but he still hits it.
Like, how worse?
Like, it was at least 6 points less than the one from before.
That would have been
but
amazing.
What was the original?
But oh god, what was I even saying?
Jason just yeets himself in front of the blow.
What the heck, man? He still hits the bar.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
as a note,
Yes.
Objects have their own armor class and damage thresholds.
Mm-hmm.
For wood, it's 15.
Mm-hmm.
Does it still hit?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
What did it roll?
It rolled a 14, but it adds onto that too.
Mm.
You don't have to tell us the modifiers.
Sorry. It doesn't, yeah, so I answered. Anyhow.
You didn't tell us the modifiers. I'm just saying you don't have to.
Yeah. Anyways, it hits the barn.
It hits the barn. Alright. With that, the barn is on fire. It really mainly takes the area that Jason burst through, but the fire is crawling upwards to engulf the barn. And that's all its actions.
And Jason's on fire, right?
Jason is on fire.
Okay.
And yeah.
Jason is on fire.
Oh god. And that will be the elemental's turn. Next we have Teldian.
Alright. So, while coming around from the corner of the barn,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start throwing some punches at it. But not like physical punches. I'm gonna blast some radiant punches at it that are gonna project outward.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Up to 30 feet.
Nice.
That's smart.
That's with advantage because of the fairy fire.
Exactly.
Ow. Roll a hit?
On that note, shouldn't the water buckets have had advantage as well?
Oh, you're right. Ow. But they hit anyway.
They hit anyways.
I mean, you could do a check to see if it was crit, although they probably were already. I don't know.
No, they weren't. I'll roll once more for each. Nope, they aren't crit. We're fine.
So, do you have to roll for the radiant fist attack?
Yeah. So I'll roll at advantage. Here we go. Alright, that's 19 to hit for the first one.
19 to hit for the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely hits.
Cool. And that's going to be 6 damage for that one.
Okay. Anything, and the second one? Because you were doing 2, right?
Doing 3 if the first one doesn't kill him.
Oh, it didn't.
Okay. 6 for the second.
Even with advantage?
Yeah. It was a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that does not hit.
I got a 2 to that. Lucky number 13 for the third one.
You just hit him.
Yes, it is lucky.
So,
Right. And that's gonna be 5 damage.
okay. He's not looking very good.
Good. Don't act like that's a sad thing.
I'm sad. Anyhow,
I'm not.
is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
All right. Egypt.
I also, of course, put down the thing of water before I threw the punches.
Egypt gets around to the other side, finally. and sees y'all warring against this thing. She also sees Jason on fire. And so
This is fine.
Totally fine. She runs up to Jason and with a wave of her hand, you are no longer on fire, Jason. And she pretty much instantly screams at you, "You need to stop scaring me like this!"
Not Jason getting a lecture in the middle of combat.
Am I able to
Wait,
reply?
right there, Fire Elemental. I'll get to you next.
Go on ahead, reply.
I'm probably gonna get set on fire again. I'm gonna punch him again.
No, you're not! So she, after yelling that back at you, she starts to, let me see if I can actually just double check if this is a ritual or an instacast.
Everything is an instant cast. Ritual, or at the very least, check the casting time. Ritual just means that if you want to, you can cast it with over a longer period of time, and as a benefit, you don't expend the spell slot.
So
I don't believe druids have any ritual spells like that.
They do.
Oh, yeah. I don't play druids.
the casting time is a minute. Ooh. Well, let me.
How far off is the elemental from death?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
No.
There are conflicting things here, so I will say I will not. He's looking bad. He's looking bad.
Death is imminent.
Death will happen, but at what cost? At what cost, indeed? I can't spell. Please don't tell me. Okay, good. So, instead, she actually takes what seems like a stick and waves it up in the air, and you can see the floating fog cloud raise up above the elemental, and it becomes and it starts to crackle, and with a loud crack of thunder, you see lightning strike straight down, hitting the elemental. Hopefully, I have to do a dex save. Ah! You know, I should also learn how to roll better.
I mean, you've got that dice tray, right?
Yeah. I'm not good at aiming. Okay. Okay, so the lightning strikes down and just, I want to say, consumes the fire elemental. And let me actually roll damage. Oh, that's a good amount.
I've always wanted to see fire burn.
it took 10 damage. 10 lightning damage. I'm just laughing because it takes 3d10 lightning damage. Why did I? Okay. This is fine. And that's...
Is it raining?
It is not raining.
Okay.
That is the end of her turn.
It's still alive.
Barely.
Let's fix that.
Yeah.
Cyril's not here, so Jason, it's up to you.
Hello, Mr.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right. I
Just like throw a pebble at it or something.
I'm gonna yeet my hand axe at it.
You're yeeting your hand axe at it?
Yeah,
That's what they're for.
I suppose so.
one of the things they're for. They do have the thrown property.
All right.
Hey, look, I'm actually using a weapon.
Who'da thunk?
But
That's good, because your mama was about to cause more damage to you than the fire elemental if you punched it again.
I thought about it. So yeah, I'm going to attack action, yeet the hand axe. That is, you said 13 hits? This is above a 13.
Okay.
All right. So it's 18 plus 5. So
Yeah.
1d6 plus 3. Bardic Inspiration only applies to the attack roll, not the damage, correct?
Just the attack roll, yep.
All right. So that is 5 damage. Is it dead? Probably
That's
not.
That's 5 damage, not halved, right?
Halved
Halved
to
already?
like 2.
It's
Oh, I
halved
didn't
to-
roll with advantage. Hold on, let me see if I got a natural 20. I did not.
It's suffering. It's not dead, but it's suffering.
All right, bonus action. So, it has been established within this combat that a bucket of water is a weapon. Correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to Commander's Strike Sienna into using a bucket of water attack on the fire elemental.
Wait, I'm
Do
sorry.
Do we have any more buckets of water on the front lines here? Because last I checked, they were coming in the back.
The one that Teldian brought.
Yeah, I brought one that's right nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So wait, what's happening?
I'm using my Commander's Strike to have Sienna yeet another bucket of water as a weapon attack.
Are
on
you
my
mind
turn.
controlling her?
No,
Wait.
here's what the text says.
Okay.
When I take the attack action on my turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to hold on, I believe. Oh, I only have one attack. So never mind, I can't actually do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn. Actually, this would do more damage. So can I cancel the 5 damage halved and have her do this instead?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I don't throw my hand axe. Instead, I use my Commander's Strike. Somehow. To use, because it, whatever. Use a bonus action to direct one of my companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature you can see or hear, who can see or hear you, and expend 1 superiority die. That creature can immediately use its reaction to make 1 weapon attack, adding the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Okay.
And the weapon would be the bucket of water.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so I
I'm
guess
pretty
I'm
sure
rolling
that's-
to hit.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage, because fairy fire.
Yep. 19 plus whatever, it'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the bucket, I'm letting you roll for the water at this point, Yvonne.
Well, I mean...
Whatever it is, add 6 damage to the 6 superiority dice damage to the thing.
Nice. So 10.
Whew. Wow. So, I guess both Jason and Sienna, how do you want to do this?
I'll let Sienna take this.
I get past a bucket of water, and I get yelled at to throw it, and I just yeet the bitch.
You just eat the bitch. I mean,
Like,
fair.
hey, fire face, and I just yeeted at his face.
I mean, very fair.
Hey, laser
Like,
lips,
are you
your mother was a
thirsty?
snowblower.
Classic.
Classic.
So,
The classic, are you thirsty? Yeet.
so this fire elemental, who is already sizzling for multiple reasons, gets this final water bucket to the face. And it almost seems to explode with another cloud of steam as the fire dies down into just a bonfire, and then just a campfire, and then gone. Still leaving the remnants of its scorch marks and the fire on the barn, of course. But it's down.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Okay. So otherwise I'm be like, I put out the fire. Whatever is left.
Yeah.
Not dealing with it getting resurrected.
Sienna just runs up to what's left of the fire and starts stomping on it.
It's in the wall. You can't really, like, unless she's like.
I mean,
Yeah, no, she's going full like you know that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure meme where people are just like stomping on the one guy.
Oh no!
So Sienna's basically gonna fly up and put out the rest of the fire on the barn.
All right. Speaking of the 2 that are in the air right now, as well as anyone else who wants to roll perception, the ones in the air will get advantage.
Oh, sweet.
I'm gonna
Okay,
focus
I'll
on
take
putting
that.
out the
I'll take
fires.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking to see if there's again arsonists, or I guess in this case, magic users.
Who's committing arson today?
Better rolls than last time. I got a 16.
Okay.
Perception.
Actually, wait,
18 total.
16.
You can also add bardic inspiration to skill checks.
Oh,
if you want.
yes. I'm gonna add that.
D6.
$24 total.
Hmm. Wow. All right.
Because inspiration.
So, Ziona, Teldian, did you roll or not?
No, I'm focusing on just putting out fire.
Okay.
I'm not looking around for anything.
I'll make a roll. Why not?
If you want my passive perception, this is 11.
Okay.
That is a 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been looking around either. I would have been distracted either with my mom or the barn.
Okay.
But passive perception is 12.
Okay. So, in general, the floor, the ground is just scorched. You're actually kind of stressed because it's like, how is this going to affect the crops? It's probably going to be fine. Like, the grass will grow in eventually, but also the animals. But, Ziana, you notice
Scorched earth tends to... Sorry, go ahead. Unimportant.
Ziana, you notice that the scorching seems to be in a direct line. You can see the scorching go into the barn and out of the barn. But you see the trail that's going towards the tree line, which is really far, honestly. You're surprised that it goes as far as it does. Both Sienna and Meru, you see the same scorch line marks going through the crack that was previously stated in the barn. But you see that line that looks like it was probably the one that went in extend like to the edge of the tree line in the direction of that weird glow. Meru.
Yeah.
My brain is like farting so hard. The path of scorched earth does extend just to the tree line, but not past it. So, you're not sure exactly where this thing would have come from, except that it was in the direction of the glowy thing that you saw earlier. But Sienna, you can see from your taller height that the glow has gotten brighter. It almost looks like it's a little fire in a couple of yards into the woods, but you know that it's not fire. It doesn't look like fire. It just has the same kind of coloring.
I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna grab my greatsword and I'm gonna go and check it out.
Okay.
I don't want to leave my greatsword behind. Might need it.
Dropping down to the ground, to ground level, looking off in that direction, and like, there's a trail coming from near the edge of the woods, and clearly not from inside the woods. I think it came from over there. There's also some like bright light out that way, and I'm not sure what's going on. And I guess Sienna's going to check it out.
Knowing the general area, what do I know of anything in the general direction that he's indicating?
Nothing of note, really.
Does that include when that time I went to rescue my sister and the Royce daughter?
Yes.
Okay. What is the general area that's out there like?
It's mostly undergrowth. It's a bit of a clearing, but like there's enough tree cover to encapsulate the place. So it's mostly undergrowth. No creeks, no weird stone landmarkers.
Could you describe the light, Miru? Like campfire light, or
bigger,
It's
I
like
think.
what we passed on the way over here. Remember that big bulky silhouette?
I didn't see anything like that.
Well, Jamey, or not Jamey, Jason, and
who's Jamey?
I think Ziana was the only one who saw the silhouette.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I would have absolutely pointed it out to everyone.
Well, if she pointed it out,
pointing towards the tree line.
What would I know about the thing she was talking about?
Nothing. Like, you saw the glow, but other than that, like, this isn't familiar to you.
Can I say that I've kind of called Jason's mother over from where she was at before?
Okay.
Like, say, hey, come this conversation. There's something going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about it?
So, upon you telling her what's going on and that there's this weird glow and the path seems to point in that direction, she pauses, says, "Oh no, I have a bad feeling." And then she goes towards the woods, like she's running, following the trail.
So her and Sienna are keeping up with each other.
Basically.
Cool.
I would chase after my mom if she took off.
Should any of us stay back and watch the barn this time? Or?
I'll stay.
I too will stay.
Okay, so Ziana and Maru are staying. Everybody else is heading off.
Okay, yeah, I'll head off.
All right.
I'll just check in on everyone again, make sure no one needs any healing.
All right.
Maru's going to be helping to put out the fires. He's
All
got wings, so he can fly inside with buckets.
So, Meru, Ziana, I will get back to you two. The rest of y'all are going into the woods, and you see this bright light getting brighter and brighter. It definitely looks like something that would be impersonating a fire, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't move quite right. It doesn't flicker quite right. It seems like it's almost a fire. But as you approach, may I ask who has dark vision here? Sienna, do you have dark vision? Okay.
Yep.
Sienna.
Isn't it morning?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's
This was
nighttime.
Night.
Okay.
It took us a lot of the day to meet up with Sienna,
Yeah.
Right.
and it was dark by the time we met up with her.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm just following my mom. I ain't got dark vision. I don't know if she does either. She probably doesn't because she's probably human.
So.
Dark vision? What's that?
So.
But I'm just following her.
Jason, as you catch up with your mom, you do see this big hulking figure, not large enough to be huge, but still quite tall and quite menacing. You can only barely see its silhouette through the light. However, Teldian, Sienna, you will get a better look at this creature. Very tall, no hair, crimson red skin. His looking like a male figure. His armor is quite scant. It's mostly shoulder pads and a large belt holding up his pants, but they're both spiked and made of gold, which is kind of a peculiar
Not a very
armor.
good metal for armor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just look at Minecraft and how terrible that armor is.
But as you all approach, you can see this person's head raise, and he flashes a grin at you. You and, when I say you, and I'm pointing, which you can't see, I'm saying Teldian and Sienna.
Mm-hmm.
You see this person, and you notice around the crown of their head, they actually have a circlet pattern tattooed around it.
Hmm.
So he raises his head, sees you all, grins, and before you can even really react, that light flares, brightening the area for a quick second. Jason, you're able to see this man's figure very quickly. And with that reflecting off of his giant, quite sinister looking grin, he says, "Lady L sends her regards," and steps into what looks like a fire and disappears. What looks like the fire, the glowing thing, and disappears.
Is the fire thing still there?
Yes.
Should we get it through it?
We do not have our entire party. It's just 3 or 4 of us. Actually, just 3 of us, because 2 stayed behind. So yeah,
Your mom.
Is not part of the party.
No, I'm saying your mom.
Your mom!
Oh my god.
Your mom!
Your mother.
Oh no,
I
you
went-
ain't going through that window.
As she sees the creature step through, she instinctively grabs your arm in an attempt to keep you still.
For once, I ain't rushing ahead.
Ugh.
And she actually casts detect magic.
Without any magic casters, nobody knows what she's casting.
That's true. I just wanted to say that.
Deanna can even cast detect magic. So
Wait, you can what?
Oh yeah,
Deanna
because
can detect magic. She has it in her features and traits.
Nice.
She can technically cast it as like a ritual too, but it's through her intelligence for magic sight.
Mm. So she casts detect magic, and she says, or like just idly, but kind of to notify everyone, this is definitely not natural. I think it's and she sticks her hand through very cautiously and then pulls it back out. It doesn't look scorched or burned.
okay. I was gonna say
I
like
get huffy.
you told me not to go through it.
But as she pulls her hand out, the glowing that looks like a fire somewhat parts, and the truth generally is revealed. It looks like a schism, a tear in reality from one plane to the next.
Can I yeet a javelin through it?
Keep in mind, if you do, see, Jason's mom will try to stop you. Do you have another javelin? You don't have another javelin.
Yeah, so I have 3 left.
What? Okay,
I
fine.
started with 4.
Yeah, they usually give you a bundle of javelins when you
Yeah,
start
I started
the game.
with 4.
Okay.
Which is why I asked if Jason would know.
Ah.
Yeah, Sienna kind of had them all bundled up, basically, with the rest of her stuff. Like, basically, Sienna had all of her, like, swords and weapons sheathed away, and so she's gonna pull out a javelin and start poking at it.
Poking at it. Okay. Give me a moment.
I remain huffy.
I just want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. You start poking at it. And nothing happens initially, but as soon as Ija notices, she says, Hey, no! Stop that! This is
going to happen.
God, only the Wild Mother knows. This is not of our plane anymore.
Okay, so how do we fix it?
And what are the chances that Lady L is to this?
Minimal, considering that we saw her just last night.
That would have had to be on the same plane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did we see Lady L? Did y'all see Lady L last night?
Well,
or was it just one of her
described
minions?
One of her minions and saw her through the sky.
Oh, well, okay.
She
Fancy.
fancy.
I'm huffy. I told you I'm huffy.
She is. Yep. She's going to. I have to actually look up how these spells work.
DM has to know stuff? No, that doesn't make sense.
Why would a DM try to know things? What?
That doesn't
make
happen.
sense at all.
Blasphemy.
I thought the DM job was just to bullshit everything until it was cool.
One, Matt, you are sinking in your chair again. And 2, you are shrouded in darkness on my screen, my dude.
You're shrouded in more darkness than he is.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's sat up, but like his face was in complete shadow.
So.
I at least have a ring light in front of me.
That is the Shadow Man.
My gosh.
Something dark elf. It's fine.
Dang.
I'm just getting into the character, you know.
Yeah.
So, she takes a big sigh and a deep breath, and you can sort of feel this energy start to form around the area before you see something like have you seen those plastic giant bubbles, like those giant balls that you could put kids into and they run around and almost like hurt themselves? It's kind of like that.
Like a hamster ball?
Yes, but
Oh,
much larger.
like the hamster balls where your legs stick out and the ball is soft.
Your legs don't stick out.
No?
No.
Are you referencing that one Jake Gyllenhaal movie?
Oh, that. I guess it would be similar to that too, but there's ones where it's not that movie. Anyhow, either way, we're getting away from the point. Pretty much a slightly translucent bubble forms around this, and you can tell that she is trying to channel energy in some way, shape, or form towards this area. And you can see the light weaken, but it's not going away.
That doesn't look fixed.
Don't you got a spell that'll just cancel out any other magic in the area or some shit like that?
Since when did you know about these things?
I don't. I don't know shit because nobody ever tells me shit.
Don't talk to your mama like that.
Apparently, I didn't know shit about my mom in the first place.
But it's weakening, but it's still there. And he's like, this should eliminate it, but I think it's too strong.
What do you need to make it strong enough?
Is there anything we can do to help?
Honestly, I don't know. Because I'm already upcasting this.
I mean, we could get the know-it-alls.
Yeah.
Sienna's gonna go back to the camp, back to the barn, and grab Meru and Ziana and be like, hey, I'm gonna take watch. You guys go and help Ija. There's a tear in reality or something. I don't know. I'm no magic know-it-all. Can y'all go help her?
I'm actually gonna go back to help take watch. I keep watch.
I'm staying with my mama because I'm huffy and I want her to know I'm huffy.
I kind of got the impression that it wasn't so much that he it wasn't so much that Mom was keeping the druidicness from him. It's more like, I mean, Mom just knows how to take care of things.
There's a difference between, oh wow, she's really good at farming and she's moving water with magic. There's a very big difference between those two things.
Yes.
But yeah, Sienna's gonna go back to the camp and be like, hey, magic know-it-all people who are way better at this than I am. Tear in reality. Can you go help Jason's mom?
Got it going on.
Okay, I mean, if it's not one thing, it's another on the one hand, but on the other hand, tear in reality.
Yeah, I didn't... Magic kind of is not my thing.
Where?
That little glowy thing in the distance, and I'm just gonna give them directions and be like, right there, keep going that way, and...
I have got to see this. Ziana! You've got to see this!
Hey, I'm coming.
What is this, a trip to
There's a hole in
Disneyland?
reality!
If you say that,
yeah.
So I'm guessing you're just exclaiming this. There's a hole in reality.
Yeah, this is gonna be like, there's a tear or something in reality. It leads to another plane or something. I don't really know. Magic is not my thing. Go deal with it for me.
What plane of reality are we talking about here? There's so many.
He's like, I don't know. The man walked through it, and before I could actually put a javelin through the tear, or myself through the tear, you just stopped me.
What's y'all's perception at?
11.
I'm talking mainly to Zayana and Meru. And Sienna.
12.
12.
13. Passive perception.
Okay. Sienna, as Meru exclaims, "There's a hole in reality. You gotta see this. You gotta sense." And you turn to your left, and you see the 15-year-old Jandal, mouth agape, with his eyes gleaming. There's a what? And Mama's there?
It's a code word. Shh.
A code word.
Code word. 15, right?
Yeah,
You said?
Sienna's
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Okay.
Sienna's gonna try to deceive this young man.
Sorry, Meru would not have done that with anybody older than 10.
Okay.
And be like, I don't know, like some magic portal somewhere. I think it's to Lady L, but then
No.
again, none of us really want to go there because
So
if it's
each,
anywhere on this plane of reality, I don't want to go.
Each made it sound like it wasn't, because apparently when she scribed Lady L, it was Lady L was on the same plane as us. That's going to a different plane. You know, whatever that means.
Okay, cool. Let's not have anyone else but Zayana and Meru go there. So that way they can handle this, and I'm basically gonna have the guy stay here and keep watch on the barn with Taldian and I.
And don't go through it. Just, you know, try to find a way to close it.
Mm. He pretty much grunts and he's like, "Why does Jason get to do all the cool things?" And huffs away.
Jason's sitting there being huffy because he can't do anything, actually.
Jason is being very uncool right now.
At least he's
Yeah.
seeing a freaking portal. Whereas I
So
have
you
to...
ever seen the sunset, but like brighter and more glowy? That's basically what this looks like. It just looks like a nice bright sunset.
Okay, so while she is keeping the kid preoccupied with various descriptions,
Mhm.
I'm tugging on Zayana's shirt and like, okay, let's go, come on.
Zayana's moving right along.
Yeah, like, hey, let's get out of here before the kid realizes we're on our way.
And
Following the flaming trail, I guess. Trail of cinders.
Trail of Cinders. Well, I mean, it's not like cindering anymore. Anyhow,
Trail of ash.
Trail of Ash.
Look, man, I can come up with a dozen cool names for this thing.
So, would y'all be good at ending here?
Sure.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm tired.
And pretty much,
my headphones are about to die.
and pretty much y'all will just be trying to figure out how to dispel this. All right. So, thank you for joining us for this stream that shut down like 3 times. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Isn't
Anyhow,
it 4 if you count the one before the stream even started?
leave me alone. Anyhow, introducing everyone yet again. We have Zayana being played by Matt. We have Sienna being played by Emily. We have Meru being played by Howie. Jason being played by Jamey. And Teldian being played by Tim. And our next game is going to be on August 27th, which is still a Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, even though apparently we never start on time. So, like, why do I even try? Whew. Anywho.
Because if we didn't try, it would be even later.
I'm hurt.
I'm not saying it's your fault. There's a lot of reasons why we always end up late.
Yeah, honestly, the one person you can excuse being late is the DM.
Exactly.
I still
Like,
don't.
any and all reasons.
I still don't
DM
like it.
has a free pass for being late.
I still don't.
It's
like
an immunity clause.
it. Well, I think. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna end the stream. I was gonna be like, oh, maybe we should raid someone, but honestly, y'all should go to bed. Everyone should go to bed here. I don't care.
I should go
Yes.
here.
I don't care if you're in the
I mean,
Philippines.
Jahara's
Go to
on,
sleep.
but yeah.
Sleep stream, guys. Let's go.
Anyhow, so we'll be back
You
on
may
the
have just woken up in the fucking day. Just go to sleep.
I mean, facts. So, High Shelf Collective, good night. Ooh, that voice. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern PM.
Where she
Eastern.
does a stream completely rebuilding the setup of this
I can't-
of this
I can't rebuild this while I'm streaming
I know,
because I need.
know.
Okay, anyways, have a great night, everyone.
Yes.
Good night, guys.
Have a
Night.
good night. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see y'all next time.
And remember that Jason's mom has got it going on.
I'm just gonna go now. Bye.